TV placements require TV patience. I know that's corny. I had to figure out a way to make it rhyme so I can remember it better. But anyways, it's true. So anytime, I come across a producer and they're like, hey, like I've been doing this for like, a couple months. I haven't seen anything. Like, am I doing something wrong? Most times is no, you're doing everything absolutely right. The thing is, it just takes time, because while there are opportunities that happen quicker than others, if you're not mentally prepared to be in this for the long haul, you'll find yourself disappointed and frustrated because it will seem like things aren't taking off. But in reality, behind the scenes, things are moving forward and things are progressing. A great example of this is my guy, Travis. He shared a win inside of our Sync Producer Hub community. By the way, if you're trying to get your music placed in TV and film, but you don't know where to start, Sync Producer Hub community is a dope community of producers who are all on a mission to get their music placed in TV and film. Comment the word hub and I'll shoot you details on that. But Travis had a new placement and he shared this win with us inside the community. He says, I got a new placement from a track I made about a year ago. I used to watch Sister Sister, so it was cool placing for Tia Mowry. Keep pushing. Seems like my recent placements are all from things I made a year ago or more. Let's go. And that's crazy, but it's so true, because I've even noticed with my own personal placements that a lot of stuff that I did years ago are like starting to pick up momentum, and it just kind of has this snowball effect, and you really have to be patient because you never know when the music will start to work for you. But once a publisher accepts it, it now has that potential to go out and start earning royalties for you, earning upfront sync fees and things like that. But you just have to give it time, because it takes time most times. Now, are there situations where, you can get a placement relatively quick? Yes. From my personal experience, the quickest turnaround on a placement that I've seen from submitting the music to actually getting the placement was three days. It was the quickest I've ever experienced. And it was during March Madness, where they accepted the track. They hit me back. They wanted some edits. We made those edits, sent it back. This was maybe Wednesday. By Sunday, we had a placement on, I think it either ended up on, I can't remember if it was TNT or CBS. I can't remember, but it got placed that Sunday. So literally that was like the quickest I've ever seen a placement. I've seen obviously months, maybe like a few months down the line, but you never know. And that's not something that I would say look forward to, getting quick placements, because it just doesn't happen that quick. Even if a placement does happen that quick, to get back end royalties, you're still waiting another 6 to 9 months once those cue sheets are turned into your PRO. So if you are a producer and you don't have patience and you need instant gratification, I say give up. Give up sync now. Just turn the other way. Go find something else to do, because this isn't one of those types of situations. You got to be patient. You got to put your head down. You got to put in the work and trust the process and learn to fall in love with the process of creating the music, finding a publisher that's going to pitch that music for you on your behalf, and fall in love with the process of creating multiple versions of a track. I know it's not the most exciting and glamorous thing, but if you can learn how to enjoy the process, learn how to enjoy the hunt for, licensing deals and placements, or trying to nail a brief and like win a brief for custom briefs and things like that, I think those are the producers that end up finding success, because we just fell in love with the process of just doing the work. And if you can do that, I think, there's potential for you to stick around for the long run. And like Travis said, man, like you get to experience that feeling of producing music for someone that you grew up watching, right? I know I used to watch Sister Sister years. That was like one of my favorite shows. So like now for him to be able to get music on a show starring one of those actresses is dope. It's a dope feeling. Or to be at home with family watching like your favorite sports team, and then they're showing highlights and you hear your music playing behind those highlights, and you can show your family, yo, like that's my music on the TV playing right now. Like that is an exciting feeling, and I want you to experience that. But in order for you to experience that, you have to be patient, and you have to know that this may take a few months. It may take a year. It may take a couple years. But you know that by you waiting and by you being consistent and putting in the work, that it is possible and it's not too far out of reach. Because like I said before, like a lot of placements, man, some of them happen quick, some of them take a while, and some of them, you just never know. You get those random wins that happen relatively quick, and you're excited for those, but hey, most of those won't happen that quick. So I'm grateful when they do, but I know that I'm prepared if they don't. So if you're tired of making music that never leaves your hard drive, comment the word help, and I'll show you how to start landing real sync deals that turn into placements like this. And you can join us on this journey of getting your music placed in TV and film and making money with it. All right, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.